Let's get you the latest as far as Cyclone Monta is concerned. It's intensifying. It's staying at sea at the moment. It is about 300 kilometers away from Kakinada at this particular point in time. It's moving north-northwestwards towards the coastline of Andhra Pradesh. This is where the storm is at the moment. It's brewing at sea. Now, there is, of course, the cyclone that is likely to make landfall later this evening or tonight when it crosses the Andhra Pradesh coastline. And exactly where it's going to be making coastline is between Machilipatnam and Kakinada around Kakinada, with the maximum sustained wind speed of 90 to 100 kmph, gusting to 110 kmph. Now, Andhra Pradesh has issued a high alert warning. There is a red alert warning that's been put out, as well as an orange category warning for 23 of the 26 districts. There is going to be heavy rainfall, and of course it's going to be extremely windy. The areas of concern, of course, includes Kakinada, as well as Konaseema, East and West Godavari, as well as Visakhapatnam. Now, it is the NDRF and the SDRF, as well as local teams that are on standby. They have, of course, started evacuation as well of people from vulnerable areas. Odisha is also bracing as far as that storm is concerned, because the impact will be felt in Odisha as well. The impact mainly is going to be in Andhra Pradesh and Puducherry, but adjoining areas of Odisha are going to be facing the storm and the impact of it as well. Now, of course, it is Ganjam and Gajapati, as well as southern districts, that are going to be also, coming under the impact of this storm. The storm that's brewing at sea, it's here at the moment while it continues to intensify. This is a storm that's intensifying while it stays at sea. It's going to take some time before it hits the coastline, and it is going to be moving north-northwestwards. It's going to be going towards Machilipatnam, and it is in fact going to be making, that this is where Machilipatnam is. So this is perhaps where it's going to be making that landfall. Between Machilipatnam, very close to Kakinada, is the area where it's going to be hitting land, and that's going to be happening later this evening. Close to tonight is when the landfall is expected. It's going to be a storm where the winds that it's packing in is about close to 110 kmph. It's going to be bringing in rainfall, and we're talking about the storm surge, and that is going to be about 1 meter, and that is something that is expected at the time of the landfall. Now, the impact of the cyclone, do remember that the cyclone process, the landfall process, takes about 6 hours in all. So it's going to continue overnight. In fact, it's going to continue remaining in the cyclone category till tomorrow morning, and gradually it will come down to a depression and then finally to a low pressure areas. But that means basically over the next 2 to 3 days, there is going to be enough rainfall coming about in this particular area. And as we can see, this is Machilipatnam, this is Kakinada. This is the distance that it's going to be covering. That is going to be the size, the mammoth size of that storm that is going to be crossing land, and then it's going to be moving northwestwards, and that is what we're expecting. So all the way here to Visakhapatnam, all these areas are going to be coming in the grip of that storm, including areas of Tamil Nadu as well. These are adjoining areas, right? So we're going to see areas such as Tamil Nadu as well as Odisha feeling the impact of the storm. The worst impacted areas, the most vulnerable areas, of course, includes Kakinada and adjoining areas as well. So we have my colleagues joining us. We have Ashish, and also we have Sam Daniel joining us in order to get us, and Dev as well joining us from Odisha. Let's just also go across first to Ashish. Ashish, you're getting us the latest update when it comes to the most vulnerable areas. We do know that this is a storm that's brewing at sea. It's intensifying before it makes landfall, and that's going to be taking place. So from what we're hearing is that the state government has already decided to evacuate people. So all that has already started. Take us through how prepared is the state at the moment, the state of Andhra Pradesh.
You are absolutely right, Divya. In fact, we are right now in Kakinada, where the landfall is expected, and the administration here is on high alert. Almost entire coastal districts of Andhra Pradesh, in fact, government authorities. Our Chief Minister himself has asked all the district collectors to remain on alert. 426 relief camps has been established, and almost over 52,000 people have been evacuated and shifted to these relief camps. If we talk about the preparedness, so from south coastal districts, it's called Nellore, nearing to, it's bordering to Tamil Nadu from Chennai, south coastal district of Nellore to north coastal district of Visakhapatnam or Srikakulam, bordering to Odisha. The entire stretch, almost all the districts, in fact, out of 23 districts has been put on alert. Since yesterday, almost 93 locations has received extremely heavy rainfall, and flash flooding is where government is worried. Apart from wind speed picking up, right now we are in Kakinada, and on and off we are witnessing that wind speed has started picking up. What we are expecting that by late evening today in Kakinada, in surrounding area, wind speed will gradually increase and it will reach up to almost 110 kilometer or beyond 110 kilometer in some parts of the coastal area. Evacuation process has been started. Administration is trying to convince people residing in all the low-lying areas in the fishing hamlets to move out from their thatched roofed houses or houses which are in bad or poor condition. They have been shifted to different schools, different shelter homes across the districts. Rain is one worrying factor where government authorities are keeping a continuous watch. What we have learned a while back that Visakhapatnam district has received severe rainfall. Since this morning, almost over 10 centimeter of rain has already been received in Visakhapatnam districts. In Kakinada also, NDRF has been deployed, SDRF has been deployed, almost over 50 units of fire department of Andhra Pradesh personnel. They are here in Kakinada. Almost over 12 NDRF teams, 13 SDRF teams. So almost over 1,000 people has been deployed to monitor rescue and relief operation, and also once landfall happens, how to move forward and how to clear the debris. Because all these areas at the time of landfall, you can see, you can imagine that kind of wind speed. It will go beyond 110 kilometers. That will uproot a lot of trees, a lot of electric poles, a lot of rebel will come, and to clear all those debris, government is trying and deploying additional forces on ground in between to make immediate restoration of electricity services and as well as communication services, mobile communication services. Post landfall, government officials have already deployed additional units of mobile telecommunication units, as well as additional discoms units has been placed in several affected areas to immediately restore. Once wind speed picks up, all these electric wires or communication lines snaps, immediately these team will go on ground to restore those disconnected telecommunication lines as well as electricity lines. Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu, till late night yesterday, he held a review meeting with all the district collectors. Today at around 10 a.m. He is again expected to reach at the disaster relief office. It's called RTGS office, real time governance system office, where he along with all the senior bureaucrats, all the senior ministers, he will continuously monitor the situation on ground. RTGS has been mandated to provide real-time information to all the district collector and receive real-time information from the district collectors and all those officials on ground. Apart from that, government of Andhra Pradesh has also deployed several of senior IAS officers to monitor the relief and rescue operation on ground in Andhra Pradesh. So clearly government is preparing, but we need to wait and see how and when and where exactly landfall happens, and post landfall how government provides relief and rescue post the landfall, because wind speed, flash flooding, these are the things where government is worried.
Ashish, we will keep coming back to you for more on that. Let's just also get a sense of the situation on the ground as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. Now, this is before the landfall that's going to be taking place, and as we know, the landfall is going to be taking place close to Kakinada, exactly where Ashish is reporting from. We have Sam Daniel joining us as well. Sam, take us through the impact that's already being felt in areas of Tamil Nadu.
Divya, we come to you from the Nilangarai beach on the East Coast Road in Chennai. Chennai has been receiving steady showers all through the night. Not just Chennai, but also adjoining districts of Chengalpattu, Kanchipuram and Tiruvallur. The sea here is quite choppy, and normally this beach would see lots of walkers in the morning, but hardly anyone here. And Chennai received up to 40 7 millimeters rain in the last 21 hours, and Chennai's Meenambakam received 35.2 centimeters, and the Met has forecast very heavy rainfall in adjoining Tiruvallur district and heavy rains in Chennai and adjoining districts besides Kanyakumari and Tenkasi. And authorities have declared a rain holiday for schools both in Chennai and Tiruvallur. And the government is not taking any chances. It has kept ready more than 100 relief camps in Chennai. Community kitchens are ready in Chennai, and evacuation mechanism in place in coastal districts just in case if the situation turns untoward. They've also deployed boats in low-lying pockets, besides keeping ready transformers, lamp posts, and men and machinery ready for pumping waters, including high-power motor pumps at hotspots in Chennai and in many low-lying pockets. In fact, we expect heavy rains in Tiruvallur in particular, and the stormwater drains put up across Chennai over the last few years will come under test this time. This is northeast monsoon, and this is very crucial for Tamil Nadu's drinking water requirements and irrigation needs. But all eyes would be on Cyclone Monta. But heavy rains now in Chennai all through the night. Things under control, not much of waterlogging in the city, but all eyes will be on whether this will intensify in the hours to come as the cyclone nears for crossing over between Machilipatnam and Kakinada, Divya.
Sam, stay safe. We can see, of course, the sea is very choppy when it comes to areas adjoining Andhra Pradesh. What about the situation in Odisha that's also bracing for this very heavy kind of rainfall that we're expecting in Ganjam, in Gajapati, as well as other districts? And Dev joining us to get us details. Dev, which are the vulnerable areas? What are the precautionary measures that the state government has issued so far?
Divya, basically, Odisha with the 8 southern districts are under alert, like Gajapati, Kandhamal, Koraput, Malkangiri, Navrangpur, and Ganjam are under red alert. Basically, what we noticed from the last night in the districts like Ganjam, Gajapati, Malkangiri, Koraput is receiving heavy rainfall, as well as 128 rescue teams are deployed in these 8 districts, 5 teams of NDRF, 24 team of ODRAF, and 99 fire teams are deployed. Basically, Odisha is always faces a cyclone in each and every year, which we have noticed from the past years. And also, the evacuation process has been noticed from the last 48 hours. Government is taking steps to evacuate the people from the hilly and low-lying area. Odisha have also learned a lot of landslides from the last 1 year in the basically Gajapati, Ganjam, and Malkangiri district. Keeping a view on this, Odisha government has taken necessary steps to evacuate the people. But what matters, Divya, is after the cyclone hits the area of Kakinada, Machilipatnam, in between Machilipatnam and Kalingapatnam, after hitting the post-cyclone, which matters a lot, for which we can record a huge amount, heavy amount of rainfall, as well as waterlogging situation is also to be noticed in this area. Basically, landslide, which government is keeping eye on the landslide, and for which maximum number of ghats are also closed. People are also under alert not to come out from house. Continuously, Odisha government is monitoring the situation, and Revenue Disaster Minister Suresh Pujari, as well as CM of Odisha, Mohan Mazi, also having a high-level meeting with the authorities and the collectors of the 8 districts, and also monitoring the situation. But after the landfall, what we have noticed in the past, the way of rain, as well as waterlogging when the trees get down, electric poles, how to evacuate the people, and the most important point from the Odisha government this time is of zero casualty. Divya.
Of course, to minimize the extent of damage when it comes to these vulnerable areas, which of course does include Odisha, Tamil Nadu, as well as Andaman and Nicobar Islands. But the eye of the storm is going to be taking place in Andhra Pradesh. That's the coastline it's going to be crossing. And we have Ashish joining us from Kakinada. From what we're hearing is, in order to ensure and minimize damage, there has already been precautionary measures that are being taken in order to evacuate people, but also flights have been affected. And we're talking about railway services that have been impacted as well. Yeah,
you're absolutely right. In fact, almost 65 train, it has been cancelled or partially terminated in East Coast region, ECR division of Indian Railway. It is headquartered, it is located in Visakhapatnam. So 65 trains from South Coastal Railways, including East Coastal Railways, it has been cancelled or partially terminated. The number is 65. Apart from that, 3 important airports, functional airports are here, located in Andhra Pradesh. One is Visakhapatnam, it's an international airport. The services at this airport, several flights, in fact, Indigo and Air India flight, it has been cancelled for today. Apart from that, Rajmundry is the nearest airport from Kakinada. Here also flights has been cancelled. Apart from that, Vijayawada, Gannavaram airport of Vijayawada, there also Indigo and Air India flights has been cancelled for today. So clearly flight services has been affected because of this cyclone or prevailing situation of cyclone. Apart from flight services, train services, 65 trains has been cancelled. We are at National Highway. It connects Kakinada to several other parts of Andhra Pradesh, in fact further to Tamil Nadu. Here also you can see how traffic is very thin. Locals only are using this highway currently. Big trucks as well as container trucks and goods trucks and any other services, it has been put on restriction. In fact, right now there are few state road transport buses is in operation, but what we are learning that later today the road transport state road transport also will shut down their bus service in these affected areas, coastal districts of Andhra Pradesh. Remember, like I have mentioned, that out of 26 districts, 23 districts are put on alert. So all these 23 districts of Andhra Pradesh, here government is keeping continuous watch. All the district administration, all the people on ground, they are on alert. They are continuously providing feedbacks, and they are preparing for any kind of situation which comes after the landfall.
Right, absolutely. In fact, precautionary measures have been taken by the state government officials. From the state of Andhra Pradesh itself, we know that about 1,419 villages are expected to be impacted. 44 municipalities across Andhra Pradesh. Authorities have already set up 2,194 relief camps in vulnerable areas. Thank you so much, Ashish, for getting us the details. Ashish, Sam and Dev, thank you. We will keep coming back to you for more on that. Now, as the cyclone is staying at sea, it's continuing to gather strength. It's all set to make landfall, and that's expected to happen late this evening. The access to some of the beaches have been temporarily shut off as the waves are swelling. Heavy rain and gusty winds are already prevailing in the area. That is what we're seeing on the ground. In fact, the farms, as far as Andhra Pradesh's Machilipatnam is concerned, they have been submerged amid heavy rain, and trees are swaying as well due to the strong winds that have hit the fishing town of Machilipatnam. So that is the impact we're seeing in Machilipatnam. Do remember, between Machilipatnam, very close to Kakinada, is where that landfall is expected. It's the Chief Minister of the state who is closely monitoring the impact of the cyclone. He held a late-night emergency review meeting with top officials assessing the path and the ongoing relief efforts that have been put in already. Now, he directed district collectors and disaster teams to provide real-time updates from affected regions and ensure that help reaches communities, which basically means that there should be clean drinking water, a good quality of food that is being supplied to those who have been removed from their homes and from vulnerable areas and taken to those shelters. Now, a red alert warning has been sounded off for several areas in Odisha as well, and the government has evacuated people from those vulnerable areas with the help of the NDRF and the SDRF teams that have been deployed across the state of Odisha as well.